Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name's Arcadian, the #1 dumpster tier gamer, and we are back at it today. This is my second attempt to record the first video of the Dawnguard DLC. The last video I was hacking and coughing, so I had to reload to the previous save and go ahead and look to do it again, and that's where we're here today now. So we just finished taking down Ulfric's Stormcloak. Windhelm is officially part of the Imperial. The war is over. It is all done, guys. We have finally done it. So we are going to run over to the inn and catch a nap if we can. I don't know if we can yet. And then we're going to make our way down to Riften to start the Dawnguard questline. Now, I still haven't quite decided. There is a possible side thing that we may want to do right up here east of Dawnstar. There's kind of like a cave in here where we can pick up some new spells and stuff like that that I'm tempted to go ahead and pick up. But the problem with that is, and I may decide to do something like that off camera, the spells that we're going to pick up, I want to get my Destruction and my Alteration all the way up to level 100. Now there is it seems kind of glitchy, like it seems kind of exploity way to do this, but it's not technically an exploit. It's something that is 100% in the game, and they expected us to be able to use it. So it's kind of, I haven't quite decided whether or not I'm going to do it yet or not. Oh, nope, can't do that. Don't want to do that. We'll get in trouble for that. So that's something that we may decide to go ahead and do, but for now, we're just going to go with what we have. Windhelm is completed, the Civil War questline is over, and we are on our way. I gotta remember my controls. Please, if you enjoy the video and enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. Check out my other content. I just started an Extreme Starfield playthrough, and I got a question like, why am I not still doing the playthrough for the Worlds to Wilds. I'm still playing that, but I stopped recording, because it wasn't getting a whole lot of like look through. Like nobody was really seemed to be all that interested, and same with like Black Myth Wukong, and my content for Black Myth Wukong was just not up to snuff to what everybody else was putting out. So it just wasn't getting the same kind of attention that I was expecting. And I'm not expecting a whole bunch out of these. I just, like I said, I mean, I took a break over the summer, and that really kind of took down, not really took down, but it let go a little bit of the fire that the channel had. So I'm hoping to build that back up with what I'm used to, Bethesda content. When Wilds does come out, that will be a different story. We will be playing through Wilds, and I will be recording my play. Let's rest.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
So I still plan to do like the Wilds event. When it comes out, I will be... I joke, I'll actually be taking time off of work to be able to play that. It's going to be so much fun, and I'm so excited for it. But yeah, so lots and lots of stuff. But I'm going to try to stick to the Bethesda for a while now, just because that's what I'm known for, is my Bethesda content. Skyrim, Starfield. I may decide to do like an Oblivion, something crazy like that down the road, but for right now, we're just going to record the Skyrim and the Starfield content. Alright, now we rested for a little bit. Hopefully we'll come back up here to Windhelm and the cart will be back. I was sniffling and coughing a lot in my last attempt to record this, so I decided to re-record it because the sniffling it doesn't bother me all that much, but if I'm hacking and coughing, I don't want you guys to have to listen to that. Alright, so still no carriage. My horse is not here, so we're just gonna go ahead and just take off running, I guess. We could try to run to Riften, but I feel like it might be closer to run to Whiterun. I honestly don't know. Yeah. I mean, I think it's about the same either way. The run to Whiterun's probably going to be a little safer. We can try to shortcut some things as much as possible. Ooh, water's cold. That's not good. That's cutting through HP so fast. Alright, so we're going to make our way over to Riften. And basically, once we get over to Riften, we're going to start heading to Fort Dawnguard. That is kind of the real start to the Dawnguard questline. That's you can't really go any farther in Dawnguard until you have gone to Fort Dawnguard to talk to Isran. We've already got the introduction. You would come at me. Alright, let's go with this one. Zargo, finish him off. So yeah, you go talk to Isran. He's going to tell you that like Dawnguard's not quite ready yet, or the castle's not quite ready yet, and then send you off to go deal with a rumor. Basically, there's a guy who's talking about the Hall of Vigilance and how it was destroyed. And he's saying that they all went to a certain place, and Isran's gonna send you to investigate. And that's really like the beginning of the Dawnguard questline. Now, I mentioned this before, but I can count on one hand the number of times I've done the Dawnguard questline. In fact, I think I've only done Dawnguard side like once. The vampire side, that's where I typically go. That's typically the... Oh, we're drawing attention here. I'm going north, and I don't want to be going north. I want to be going south. Probably going to need that if this dragon comes at us. Yeah, he's up here. Alright, we're gonna grab the Dremora Lord. Vintoru. Didn't know this was a name dragon. As long as he's focused on the ice raid. Okay. We want to go south. Bright side is when we take the carriage to Riften, that will automatically jump our horse over to Riften for us. And so we will have our horse back. Which, if you watch the last video, a good portion of the last video was finding our horse. Alright, Mara's Eye Pond, I know right where I'm at. We're going to go kind of like a southwestern direction. Right? We need to go more west than southwest. Shrine of Talos. It's heavy armor. Not too worried about it. Why is my stamina regenerating so slow? There's something. It's because we're cold. You move 10% slower. Knew something was coming at us. Is that a troll? Yeah. So I do have to say, I fought myself very hard when I recorded the last time for this episode. It took everything inside me not to turn off survival mode. Like, and as much as I'm happy that I did manage to do the full base game in survival mode and record that and show that to you guys, 30 full episodes, it was a trek, guys. Like, it was Survival mode, while yes, it has its benefits in the sense that you get more encounters, you're discover excuse me, you're discovering more of the map. Um, you're getting more involved with everything that's going on. Survival mode really does just put a damper on the flow of the game, or at least the flow of the video. Now, I know I kind of mitigated that a little bit in the last video by pausing the recordings as I was doing the traveling and stuff like that. But I mean, there's things that I ran away from and things that I ran into while I was doing that traveling that the paused video didn't catch. So it's I kind of felt bad about doing it at the same time. But if I didn't do it, then we would have had a 3 to 4 hour video. Like it would have been pretty extensive. And a lot of that was trying to find the horse. Finding the horse took forever. Come at me. Come at me. Come on. Yeah, that's what I thought. So like things like that, like random encounters that you guys wouldn't have seen because I had the video paused, and I kind of felt bad about that. But at the same point in time, if fast travel was done, if we had access to fast travel, then it wouldn't have those things wouldn't have been there. So, like I said, it was difficult to reach the point of like, okay, we're gonna hold through. We've made it this far. We're going to continue to hold true. Take out the hag, then the flame atronach. I'm going to grab the fire salts off the atronach, and the only thing I'm worried about the hag is if she has any ingredients. No. Oh, empty sabre cats. There's the old orc. So yeah, it was a struggle. It took everything inside me not to just say, done, we've made it through the base game, we've done the survival mode, now we clear it up. And maybe I'll leave it up to you guys. Let's put it to a vote. So we're gonna do a vote in the comments below. I'm gonna put yes or no on holding out survival mode, and we'll say, or if you want to comment yes or no, and then we'll tally up the votes and see do we continue with survival mode through this part, or do we go ahead and clear it out so that we can hold to the gaming, or hold more to the action of the videos. Alright, so we finally made it here to Whiterun.
Where do you want to go?
And then we're going to go to Riften.
Climb and back and we'll be off. You'll want to watch yourself in Riften. A lot of ways to get yourself in trouble in that town.
And see, our horse is here now, so that'll help travel a little bit better. Riften is now run by the Imperials. Basically, every town is now run by the Imperials.
I run the meat and produce stand at the market. Come. Need something?
I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
New in town,
See
eh?
us again.
Here for the fishing.
We're going to grab a rest. And And then we'll go ahead and eat. And then we're going to head over to Fort Dawnguard. So kind of give you an idea. Let's go to that one. Speak to the leader of the Dawnguard. So Fort Dawnguard is all the way over here, but you have to go in through a thing right over here. So that's where we're going first. So Fort Dawnguard's kind of like slightly off the map. And we'll grab tier. There's a good chance we're going to run into some vampires on our way over here. It's, I'm not sure if it's like it's a guaranteed encounter, but it's like, I've seen it just about every time I've done it. These are hunter bandits. So it looks like this time the encounter was bandits. So I guess it's not a guaranteed encounter. The last like 3 times that I've done it, that I've encountered the vampires there. All right. Day Spring Canyon. Really nice area.
Join the Dawnguard too. Truth is, I've never been anything like this before. I hope you don't mind if I walk up with you. Hey, don't tell Isran I was afraid to meet him by myself. Not the best first impression for a new vampire hunter, I guess. You've probably killed lots of vampires, huh? I'm sure Isran will sign you right up. Sure, he'll take me. I hope so.
So I've contemplated doing a wizard build where basically you go magicka and then you finish out with like a crossbow. Like I don't know if you guys, I may be showing my age here, but like the original D&D like D&D 3.5 or Pathfinder. The wizard would be like robed character, and then he had a crossbow on his hip, and that was kind of his secondary weapon. I thought that was kind of cool. I thought that was an interesting aspect. But you can't really match the look, I guess.
Join the Dawnguard? Good. Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on, he's right inside.
Why are you here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilants are under attack everywhere. Vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
No. You want to come running to safety with the Dawnguard.
I'm gonna have to stop
Carset telling me
in Morthal, I think.
is a crumbling ruin. Not worth
Drop
the
off some
sweat
stuff.
of manpower to-
Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff I need to either sell or drop off.
And now that you... The vampires... Inched you. You come begging for my protection. Isra. Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance. Everyone. You're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you? Yes, well. I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know. So who are you? What do you want? Got a fire in your belly to kill vampires, eh? Good for you. But look around. There's really not much to join yet. I've only just started rebuilding the Order. I need someone out in the field taking a fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow. Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked. That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there. Here,
Okay.
you should take a crossbow. Good for taking out those fiends before they get close. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
Alright, so real quick lore. Isran used to be a vigilant of Stendar.
Dolan,
He got a
vigilance were never trained. I know what you think of us.
he got a kind of a grudge against the vampires, and the people who were with him in the Vigilant did not adhere to his grudge, and felt that his grudge was a problem. So eventually they kind of ostracized him, and he left the Vigilance because of it. And then that's when he started up the original Dawnguard here at Fort Dawnguard to fight the vampires. Eventually, though, the Dawnguard disbanded due to some like political circumstances or something like that. And then now Isran is in the attempt to try to start the Dawnguard back up. Now, there are a few things that you can pick up here if you want. Obviously, you've got like the book. This book will start the Ethereum Forge quest line. Excuse me. So that book would start the Ethereum Forge quest line. You can get crossbow bolts. You can get an almost, not quite, an almost full set of Dawnguard armor. You can get a couple Dawnguard rune axes, which deal extra damage to vampires. You can get a Dawnguard shield. Like, it's all kind of like a mixture of everything. There's some scrolls, stuff like that you can get. Pick up what you want, do what you want. It's not a big deal either way. But you can get like a full set of almost like Dawnguard light armor. I think the only thing that you can't get is like it might be the chest piece. But you can get like the helmet, the gauntlets, the boots. if you sit over here, because he's teaching this kid how to use a crossbow, if you sit over here, you can collect the crossbow bolts as he shoots. And gives you an infinite source of crossbow bolts, and you can just keep standing here until he has shot all of them. So feel free to explore here. Check out the towers. That's get what you need. They've got living quarters. They've got a torture room. Like, they've got a lot of things. Yeah, this room over here. This is where they torture the vampires that they capture for information. You can hear the dogs in the distance. Those are actually huskies. So like I said, more crossbows. There's a rune or the war axes. The rune axes are the ones that deal extra damage to vampires, I believe. Dawnguard warhammer. Let me double check. These might still do the extra damage. Yeah, so does additional damage to vampires. Not too bad at all. Another skill book that's one-handed. We're at 95 and one-handed, so we're perfectly fine with going ahead and picking up those. Okay. Alright, we know where we need to go.
Isran found something for you to do, eh?
So we're going up to Dim Hollow Crypt. Dim Hollow Crypt is right over by Dawnstar. It's just up the mountain from the Hall of the Vigilant, which was destroyed. So here's the Hall of the Vigilant. We'll check that out, and then we're going to go up here to Dim Hollow Crypt. It's literally, it's like just up the mountain from Hall of the Vigilant and just down the mountain from the Lord Stone. So that's where we're going next. First, however, we are going to make a stop off over at Morthal with our horse so we can run to our house. And there we can drop a bunch of stuff that we're carrying that we don't need on us. Where did Tyr go? Oh, that's too much. Oh well. That's still too much. Guess we really don't need just basic ebony armor. Alright, now we gotta figure out where Tyr went.
With the rebels
He took off running.
the Empires was keeping the dominion of Skyrim.
Where did he run off to? See them. I don't see his shadow anywhere. Why is he running off like that? I mean, when we go back to Riften, he'll end up showing back up, so it's not like we lost him. When we go to Riften, he'll... Oh, did I see him? Oh, there he is. Why is he all the way over here? Yeah, I was gonna say when we travel the carriage to Morthal, he'll show back up, but it's just like when I stop somewhere, that's where I want him to stay. Okay.
I can take you to... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red, who came riding to right run from old Rorik's.
I am going to take Jazargo's armor from him, because here soon we are going to get a new follower that is going to be our... Basically, she's going to be our follower all the way through the Dawnguard quest line. Like, we really don't have much of a choice. Oh, Chorus is over here. So, where you at? There you are. Oh, that actually hurt. The poison. Okay, so, yeah, so we're going to have a new follower. That follower is going to be our follower until we've completed the Dawnguard quest line. And to be honest with you, she's actually one of the best followers in the game.
If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell them. Jazargo only has so much room to carry things.
I know, that's why I'm taking things from you, sir. There we go. So we're going to keep him with us while we do this Dim Hollow Crypt, but when we get the new follower, he's going to leave, and he's going to basically, all of his armor is going to go into his inventory, and then if it stays in it, we'll be lucky if it stays. It most likely won't stay. So we're going to go ahead and take his armor, and we're going to put it on the mannequin here. That way we don't lose it. So there's that. On this mannequin, we're going to put Ulfric's apparel. And then in one of the chests over here, or one of the book bags or whatever, we're going to put everything else. should be a place that I can put the Elder Scroll. At least temporarily, because we will need it again here soon. It's the different daggers. Huh. Thought there was a place to put the Elder Scroll here. Maybe not. I guess not. I thought there was. Some of them have designated spots for like the Elder Scrolls. I guess this one is not one of them. Which doesn't make sense because you are the mages area. Oh well. Alright, what do we got still? We got potions, we got ingredients. So the ingredients, or no, the potions we can put in here. Let's clear through some of these. Take that out. No. Oh, shoot. I drank that potion. Oops. Alright. We don't need to go super crazy here. The miners, we don't really need. They're not super useful. We'll keep the vigorous. We'll keep the rest of that. That's not. Oh, the rest of that's not too bad. Here's the ingredients. Any kind of give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. Alright. And then... oh, enchanting table. I'll keep that 1 grand because I can use that to recharge my sword that I'm currently using. Okay. Put that in there. We'll put those in there as we don't need those. Oh, I can drop the sigil stone in there. That's nice. I don't think there's really anything else that we can drop out of that. We can put some book stuff away. Nope, nothing we can put away there. Okay. Alright, now we're on our way. Need to go in this direction. Unfortunately, Morthal does not have a carriage, so we can't take the carriage to Dawnstar. But Morthal's not too far away from where we're going either, so it's not like we're going super far to get up here. So Morthal is just basically on the other side of the hill. And we can take this just to go to the Hall of the Vigilant if we want to real fast. Nice little mining town, or mining place. It's not really a town. I don't know. I don't think one building can be considered a town. But Dim Hollow Crypt, right up there. We're gonna run past it real fast. And we are going to go to the Hall of the Vigilant. Hall of the Vigilant just showed up on the radio menu. Now we don't want to spend a whole lot of time here because this area is very cold, and we don't want it to be. We don't want to lose HP before we go in here. This can actually be pretty tough. Dim Hollow Crypts. There's going to be a lot of very strong enemies in it, so we're going to have to play it very carefully. But you can come check out here, come in here, grab stuff from the vampires. We got dead vampires, dead vigilants. Uh-oh. I got stuck. Oh no. Okay. I don't know how I managed to get stuck here. Alright, we're gonna have to do something here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it with... Actually, before we try that, let's try this. Nope. Alright. There we go. Alright, so lots of vampires, lots of just different bodies. Letter to Keeper Carset, Unholy Vigil, that's going to send us on another quest line. Usually there's a body that's like up here, but last time... Actually, we haven't been here before, so... I don't know why that body's not laying across up here. Okay, well, no big deal. Now we go up the mountain, and we're going to Dim Hollow Crypt. And here we go. Now this, like I said, very challenging. So we're gonna have to play this very slowly and very carefully.
Never know when to give up. I thought we'd taught them enough of a lesson of their hall.
To come in here alone. A fool like all the rest of them.
He fought well there. Jedon and Bresoff were no match for him.
Ha! Those two deserve the drop. Arrogant sucker.
Somebody's hitting them with turn lesser undead. I wonder if that's just Argos using that. Yeah, the most powerful enemy in Skyrim is a vampire. So, I can't remember what the exact wording of what it's called, like what kind of vampire it's called, but it is an extremely powerful enemy. So you definitely have to be careful. Come on, don't block me. I died like 3 times. I believe it's in this part here because you have to fight 2... Nope, not this part. Yeah, it's not this part. So it's in with this part. It's not this part specifically, but it's like the enemies that you fight just after this part. This part actually is pretty bad too because this Night Stalker is really strong. You also can't let yourself contract Sanguine Vampiris. Like, if you get it, you gotta try to clear it away as soon as you can. Because it does pose a problem. Alright, let's go ahead and weapons. Grand Soul Gem. Let's make sure we haven't already gotten Sanguine Vampiris. Nope. We're good so far. Alright. So that one's scary because of the Night Stalker. But there's a spot a little bit farther up. Not here yet. That's another Night Stalker. So the beheadings are going to be very beneficial. The more beheadings we get, the better it's going to be, because a beheaded enemy cannot be revived through a reanimate spell. It cannot be reanimated. This is where things get dangerous. This is where I died so many times. It's because there's two strong vampire enemies and then 2 death hounds. So this area is kind of scary. Oh, he already took that one. Oh, that was just a fledgling this time. Last time this was a Night Stalker. And then this one up here was a Master. Oh, there she is. There's a Night Stalker. There's another Night Stalker. So we got lucky this time. We just ended up with 1 Night Stalker instead of 2. Let her grab his attention. And there we go. So yeah, very scary area. You got to be extremely careful in here, because we will. Speaking of being careful, let's go ahead and quick save. We've gotten through quite a bit already. And here is another vampire baddie fighting a giant frostbite spider. We'll take the frostbite spider out first. This is a Night Master. This guy will hurt. So be prepared for that. He actually will kill the Dremora too. Like, he is... Take that out, because no thank you. Now we go to Dim Hollow Cavern.
I'll never tell you anything, vampire. My oath to Stendar is stronger than any suffering you can inflict.
Are you sure that was eyes low kill?
Sweet bones.
Throw that down there. Nice little distraction piece. Then we come down here. Target low-keel first. Low-keel's down. We can take out the Thrall. And then come to the Night Stalker. Alright, there's going to be another vampire, I think, right over here, or maybe it's a Thrall. See. Nope, Gargoyle's up there. I guess that was just a Thrall that was back here, so we're alright. Now, this is a fairly easy puzzle. So first things first, you come over here and you interact with this thing. That activates the magic. Then you just follow the line. So, like, for example, this line goes all the way out here, but there's nothing to continue it on. So you push this brazier there. Then follow the line again. Pushes it over here. Follow the line again. Push this one. And it's going to come up and out and around. You push this one. That takes it over here, and then the final one that you push is right here. Then you come around, there's only two sides that have the thing. Go ahead and hit the activate stone monolith. And there's a person in there. And that person is a vampire.
Who sent you here? I was expecting someone like me, at least. Can't you tell just from looking at me? A vampire. That's complicated. And I'm not totally sure if I can trust you. But if you want to know the whole story, help me get back to my family's home. My family used to live on an island to the west of Solitude. I would guess they still do. By the way, my name is Serana. Good to meet you.
And now we have Serana.
Yes, it is.
Who is carrying an Elder Scroll.
It's complicated. I can't really talk about it. I'm sorry. Good question. Hard to say. I can't really tell. I feel like it was a long time. Who is Skyrim's High King? I don't know that name. You say she's Jarl of Solitude? Who supports her? Empire? What empire? Cyrodiil is the seat of an empire? It must have been gone longer than I thought. Definitely longer than we planned. Please, let's hurry. I need to get home so I can figure out what's happened.
Alright. So I wonder if... Yeah, Jizargo will follow us too, right? Oh no, he's going to go out ahead. No, he follows too. Okay, so we actually did not need to take Jizargo's gear off of him. But, oh well. We're going to go this way. Some gargoyles are going to form up. We fought in a couple gargoyles so far. They are kind of scary because they are anti-magic. So they resist magic of all forms. As long as you're careful, this shouldn't be a problem. Our Dremor Lords are just so strong. Or our Dremora Lord. We don't have the two of them yet. Feel free to check around here. There's actually going to be some stuff you might want to pick up. I don't really need any of this stuff. We've got plenty of gold, and like our gear is already set. Like we don't need anything else. But might as well go ahead and grab what we can.
This feels like the right way. I'm starting to worry.
Come over this way. We've got the rest of this crypt to go into. Gonna have some Draugr show up as soon as we pull this. Do have to be careful. The Death Lord, obviously, he does provide some challenge. Serana's pretty strong. She will help clear out quite a bit of this. Jizargo's pretty strong too. Alright. Some skeletal things. Some more Draugrs. Grab the word wall. Got our dragon priest here. This is a unnamed, unmasked dragon priest, so it's not like it's not like your other priests that we fought up till now. Oh no! What hit us? Well, that's unfortunate. That's going to send us back all the way back here. Wow.
Stronger than any suffering you.
Alright, well, we're going to get back through here. Where'd Lorcan go? Or Loki go? It's annoying, we go all the way back. Need to be more vigilant about quick saving. Just because I feel like I'm super powerful doesn't mean that I can't die very easily. That's why you gotta respect Legendary. It can get you if you're not careful. Alright, since we've already done this, we're going to go speed through it.
Who sent you here? I was expecting someone of... Can't you tell just from... That's... But if you want to know the whole story, help me get back to my family. By the way, my name is Serana. Good to meet you.
Okay. This way. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to cough out you like that. I'm still getting over it. It's crazy. It's been a week and a half. I'm still having trouble. All right. Back up through here. Pull the lever, Crunk. Wrong lever. I don't know if I could get in trouble for that. I feel like it shouldn't be copyrighted. He blew up. Let me through. Alright, Alright, we're gonna try this again. Quick save, just to be safe. Take that one out. Take this skeleton out. You gotta take out... I'm gonna focus the skeletal enemies first before going after the priest. Just so that we don't have anything else sneaking up on us, I think. Now the dragon priest. Let's clear out his... Owie. Oh. Lesser dragon priest here. No healing. So like I said, no mask on him. He's just a lesser dragon priest. Come over here, grab the word. Come back here, you can get some enchanted gear, some coins, some chump change. That's over back behind the word wall. I believe there might be some stuff back here too. I'm not too worried about it. No. Then we come up here. And we exit back out to Skyrim.
It's so good to breathe again. Even in this...
Alright, we're gonna go up the mountain and back down to the Dim Hollow Crypt. That way we can grab our horse. We basically have to take her, and we gotta take her all the way up here. So we'll grab the horse and start making the trek, but basically we're just taking her all the way up to a boat up there. Now, if we had fast travel capability, we could fast travel to Solitude and make the trek a little bit quicker. Obviously, we don't have that, so we're just going to go with what we got. No big deal, we're just dropping down the face of the mountain. There we go. and they'll catch up. Like that, it's you can wait for them and wait for them to show up and all that, but it's not a big deal. There's nothing really out here that's they're essential NPCs. So there's nothing really out here that's gonna like kill them and cause a problem. As long as you get to the boat, they will travel with you. So we're gonna head off into that direction. Not really worried about rest. We're on the horse now, so I don't really need to worry about food at the moment. If we wanted to, we could stop off at our tower real fast, top off, but it's not super necessary. Oh, come on. Pass through Morthal here. If the timing was a little bit better, we would go ahead and sell off some of the stuff we picked up. Not too worried about it at the moment. Again, we didn't really need to pick it up anyway. We've got plenty of gold. It's not like we're hurting for anything. We do have to pay attention at least a little bit to our cold, because where we're going to, these are all cold areas. So if we let that build up too much, it does become a little bit of a problem. Speaking of, okay, we still don't have, perfect, nothing for Sanguine Vampirus. Ooh, he's wearing the Conjurer's the Necromancer's robes. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but this shack here is Miko's shack. He is a dog companion that you can get. The only downside is, one, he's not a essential NPC, so if he does die, he dies for good. The other issue is that he's kind of like a mangy dog. Like, there's a mod out there called Miko the Husky, where you can turn him into an essential NPC, so he can't officially die. But the other side of it is it turns him into like the Huskies like the Dawnguard have, which is really cool. And it's one of my favorite mods. Because I like Miko. I like the idea of having that dog companion, especially if you're playing like a hunter character, like a beast hunter type character. It's pretty cool to have the husky companion around with you. But yeah, without that mod, it's kind of eh. And it doesn't make him any stronger. It just makes it to where he doesn't like he makes it makes him an official NPC, like an essential NPC. So when his health drops below a certain level, he staggers and he just kind of stays there for a little while until he starts regenerating health again. So it incapacitates him from the combat, but it doesn't officially kill him off. Air's cold again. It's actually getting pretty scary at the moment, but we're all right. Why is there just a floating pair of boots? It's It was such a small drop. That shouldn't have done damage. Careful of the bandits. That's a Thalmor fort, or a fort that's being guarded by Thalmor. There's actually a quest line that takes you into there because they're basically holding a one of the Greymane's children captive. But this is the boat that we're looking for. It's going to take us up to Castle Volkihar. And once we get here, there's Serana. We are a little bit cold.
Yes?
Okay. She's going to ask us to talk to her before we go in. She should at least. Maybe not.
Hey,
There we
so,
go.
before we go in there, I wanted to thank you for getting me this far. But after we get in there, I'm going to go my own way. I think. I know your friends would... Once we're inside, just keep quiet for a bit. Let me
Okay.
take the lead.
Okay, I'm going to stand right by here for a little bit. Warm up just a tiny bit before we go in. Alright, now we go inside.
How dare you trespass here? Wait, Serana? Is that truly you? I cannot believe my eyes. Lord, everyone! Serana has returned.
I guess I'm expected.
I can't believe it. My long-lost daughter returns at last. I trust you have my elder scroll.
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me? Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course,
She has
I'm
the
delighted
scroll.
to see you, my daughter. Must I really say the words aloud? Ah, if only your traitor mother were here. I would let her watch this reunion before putting her head on a spike. Now tell me, who is this stranger you have brought into our hall?
This is my savior, the one who freed me.
It's up. For my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name? I am Harkon, Lord of this court. By now, my daughter would have told you what we are. Not quite. Though I can see how an outsider might arrive at that conclusion. No, we are vampires, among the oldest and most powerful in Skyrim. For centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world. All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most. You have done me a great service, and now you must be rewarded. There is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the Elder Scroll and my daughter. I offer you my blood. Take it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach, and you will never fear death again. Then you will be prey, like all mortals. I will spare your life this once, but you will be banished from this hall. Perhaps you still need convincing. Behold the power!
That doesn't do a whole lot to convince me.
This is the power that I offer. Now, make your choice.
I do not want to become a vampire.
You are prey, like all mortals. I banish you.
Alright, like I said before, I've pretty much said this a couple times now. I do not want to be part of the vampire faction. I'm playing this character as kind of a goodish character. It doesn't mean that I'm not above doing the wrong things for the right reasons. But vampirism, we're here to stop the vampirism. We're not here to join it. So, very much against that. That's why we decided not to take part into the vampire blood ritual. And now we can go back to Fort Dawnguard to let Isran know what's going on. Do some Skyrim mountain climbing here. Try not to clip through the mountain if we can. Uh-oh. We're in a kind of a dangerous spot right now. We want to go back towards Solitude, which is why we're heading towards like a southeasterly direction, so that we can grab the carriage and take it back to Riften, and then we can go to Fort Dawnguard from there. not start fights with frost trolls and stuff when we can just run through them. We do kind of have to be careful running through here. There's a chance that we end up against like one of the wood elemental thingies. Kind of blanking on what they're called. Spriggans. Owie. Shrine of Meridia. Alright.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. Get up there.
Alright, we're gonna go in, we're gonna sleep for few hours, as well as grab something to eat. And then we'll call this one done once we talk to Isran again. That gets us kind of the opening into the Dawnguard questline. Now the Dawnguard questline provides a lot of travel, and that's the reason why I was recommended.
Got the coin? You're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
That's the reason why I recommend voting towards ending our survival run. I'm not against going and keeping it out. I want you to understand, like, there's a lot of travel involved, so it's going to be a lot of a lot of dry content. But if you guys want to see me continue out on survival, we will continue out on survival. So remember, leave a note or leave something in the comments. Let me know which one you choose. Please, again, think about liking and subscribing. Let's see if we can get our fire back for the set, because I mean, the first video of the base game got well over 2,000 views, which was more than any other video I've ever posted. It was phenomenal. The final video so far has only gotten 30 views. So let's see if we can reignite the fire for this with the first video of the Dawnguard DLC. Let's see if we can bring it up to 2,000 views. If you hit the like button, it shows the YouTube algorithm that more people might want to see this content, and will allow us to be more visible to new watchers. And if you're not subscribed, consider doing so. I try to post content every week. It's not a guaranteed thing. Like I said, the last week and a half I've been fairly sick, but I'm getting back into it. I've posted the 2 videos for the Starfield Extreme Let's Play. We're going to continue going on that until Shattered Space drops. Then obviously there is the content here for the rest of the Skyrim Let's Play. We're going to go through both of the DLCs, and then once we get done with that, this character will be complete. And then we'll put more of a focus on the Starfield Let's Play until until we get to the Shattered Space DLC, which should be dropping in like 22 days. It's coming out very soon. Which reminds me, I've got to check to make sure I've got that pre-ordered, because that is going to be phenomenal. There's a lot of controversy around Starfield right now, just because the game does have like a lot of empty planets and a lot. But the thing that people don't realize is that's the way it is with space. Like, there's planets. I mean, obviously, depending on what you believe, most planets have nothing on it. Like we have not seen any proof of alien life form or whatever. That I'm not saying that they don't exist, and it would be really cool if they did. But as of right now, we are the only planet with life on it that we know of. So you wouldn't expect every planet to have interesting things and its own alien, like their own alien species and all that. And it's unrealistic. So the thing that people argue that well, you got a bunch of empty planets that feel incomplete. Well, that's because those planets probably don't have anything on them. Oh, vampires decided to join us, huh? I don't know if this is a guaranteed encounter or not. That's one down. Blooded vampire is nothing. Oh, I accidentally attacked one of my own guys. Yep. They got mad at me because I accidentally attacked one of my own. Gotta be careful about that, because they'll get mad at you for that. I forgot my healing spells also heal my stamina. I forgot we picked up that perk. Alright. Let's be a little bit more careful here. There we go.
Look at this. I should have known it was only a matter of time before they found us. It's the price we pay for openly recruiting. We'll have to step up our defenses. I don't suppose you have some good news for me. Of course. Why did I suppose differently? Fine. Tell me what you know. A woman trapped in there? That doesn't make any sense. Who is she? More importantly, where is she? And so you delivered her to them. They what? And you didn't stop them? You didn't secure the scroll? I suppose you're lucky you're not dead. Or worse, one of them. By the Divines. This couldn't get much worse. This is more than you and I can handle. Well, of course we do. I'm old, not stupid. We're just going to need some help. If they're bold enough to attack us here, then this may be bigger than I thought. I have good men here. There are people I've met and worked with over the years. We need their skills, their talents, if we're going to survive this. If you can find them, we might have a chance. Right to the point, aren't you? I like that. Not like those fools in the Order. We should keep it small. Too many people and we'll draw unwanted attention to ourselves. I think we'll want Serene Gerard. Breton girl, whip smart and good with tinkering. Fascination with the Dwemer. Weapons in particular. Last I knew, she was out in the Reach. Convinced she was about to find the biggest dwarven ruins yet. Might need a little convincing, but she should. You'll also want to find Gunmar. Big brute of a Nord. Hates vampires almost as much as I do. Got it into his head years back that his experience with animals would help. Trolls in particular, from what I hear. Last I knew he was out scouring Skyrim for more beasts to tame. Bring the two of them back here, and we can get started on coming up with a plan.
Alright, so, the two people that he wants us to take, or that he wants us to grab, one of them is usually in a random area, so there's no guarantee where he's going to be. So it looks like and then the other one is pretty much always up here towards Riften. Or not Riften, sorry, up here towards Markarth. So she will always be here around this area somewhere. We can go grab her fairly easily. We just travel to Markarth first. Now him, let me see here. Yeah, he can show up at a number of different areas, but it looks like he's probably going to be over in Solstheim because he's not showing up here. He could show up basically out here outside of Ivarstead is one of the locations he could show up at. Another of the locations he can show up at, I believe, is right over here in between Glenmoral Coven and Falkreath. And then he can show up also over in Solstheim. So we're probably going to have to go over there because I don't see his mark anywhere. I just see hers. Oh, no. No, yeah, that's hers. So, yeah. That'll be for the next episode. We're not going to worry about that this episode. So, again, if you like the content, please leave a like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. Like I said, I want to see if we can reignite the love for the legendary Skyrim Let's Play, and then also bring some of that over to the Starfield Let's Play. Also, consider joining the Dumpster Tier Discord. The link will be in the description below. We just kind of hang out and play games. The more people we have, the more vibrant and alive that Discord channel will be. So with that all being said, thank you so much, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. See ya.